It is week number 13. Unreal how quick this year has gone by as we get ready for things in the National Football League. That is so quick. I have to look that up. Is that actually right? Are we for reals going into, week 13 starts Thursday at 10:30 Mountain Time. It's unbelievable how quickly this year has just flown by. And now obviously getting into some very big moments in the fantasy football season. So let's look at the waiver wire. We have at quarterback, Drake Maye, 19% owned. I don't take the Indianapolis Colts defense overly seriously, and I think Drake Maye is actually kind of good. And so if you are running into some bye week issues, I think that this is absolutely a player that you can run out there as your quarterback and still give you a pretty good chance of winning your fantasy football week, or at least he's not going to lose it for you. At the wide receiver spot, we have a couple. First, it is Xavier Legette. He is 27% rostered. The Panthers are facing the Buccaneers, who, despite what we saw from this week, they can be beat through the air. And Bryce Young is proving that he is at least okay when it comes to being a quarterback in this league. So I think that there could be some value in Xavier Legette, and he is someone who I think has a really, really high ceiling. And actually, all three of the wide receiver picks this week, from a fantasy football standpoint, are guys who are kind of high ceiling type players. And maybe if you're looking to just play it safe, maybe these guys aren't for you, because they could absolutely have terrible weeks this week. But I think if you are looking for a bit of a home run swing, I think these are the guys that you can pick up. And I think Marquez Valdez-Scantling at 25% owned is another one. Back-to-back double-digit games, now facing the Rams, who give up the 10th most points in in fantasy football to wide receivers. I think that's a pretty good matchup for MVS. And the only thing that is holding us back is that we've seen MVS not take advantage of situations before. You look at situation, he's the only pass catcher that is healthy, really, on this team. You look at past performance, like I just said, back-to-back double-digit games, and you look at the matchup, and it seems like a good one. So everything is there, lining up for MVS to have another good week. We will see if we can trust it. And then if you are looking for just a absolute Barry Bonds bottom of the ninth 2-out home run swing, Nick Westbrook-Akine is 12% rostered. Clearly, he has become the Titans' big play guy over the last couple of weeks, and Washington can get got in that way. He is not a consistent option, even a little bit. And this is 100% chasing the points from the last couple of weeks. But if you are in need of a big home run swing, this is a guy who can take those cuts. At the running back spot, there's a couple. First, Gus Edwards, 27% rostered. J.K. Dobbins gets banged up on Monday night, so this could be Edwards' chance to jump in and kind of get back that value that a lot of people thought he had at the beginning of the season. And then Jeremy McNichols, 1% rostered. Both Commanders running backs got banged up, and Eckler's look really, really scary. McNichols, I think in an offense that does seem like it's maybe turning back into a pumpkin a little bit, I still think that he is a player who can absolutely step up and come up with a big-time performance. So I think McNichols at 1% rostered is certainly someone that you should maybe give a look to at the running back spot. At tight end, this is again chasing it a little bit, but Noah Gray, he is 4% rostered. He just keeps scoring touchdowns, and the Raiders haven't been able to defend the tight end basically in my entire lifetime. So it feels like there is something coming here. Also, I know a lot of people have lost a lot of money, assuming that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to whoop that ass on some kind of an opponent that they are facing. The Raiders kind of embarrassed them around this time last year, actually. National spotlight, I could see this being a game that Kansas City's like, oh, you think Shania Twain, you think you're special? That don't impress me much. And just go out there and just beat the tar out of these guys. So I think there could be something there for Noah Gray this week. And if we're looking to stream a defense, Dallas Cowboys at 29%. They're facing the Giants, whose offense was ass. And the Seattle Seahawks, just 9% rostered. They're facing the Jets. See note above. But the offense is falling apart, and this Seattle defense, it's getting healthier and it's getting better. This is a defense that I think you can trust down the stretch as well. So fantasy football, those are the waiver wire options, I think, for the week. Quickly running through them one more time. At quarterback, Drake Maye. Wide receivers, Xavier Legette, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Nick Westbrook-Akine. At running back, it is Gus Edwards and Jeremy McNichols. Our tight end, Noah Gray. And on defense, Dallas or the Seattle Seahawks. So those are the players to look at going into this week. And